All right, let's get right into it. We've all had this happen, right? You're doing everything right. You're showing up, you're putting in the work, but the results just completely flatline. It's so frustrating, and honestly, it's the kind of thing that makes you want to just throw in the towel. So let's talk about why that happens. But more importantly, we're going to break down the psychological tools you need to bust through that cycle for good.
So the very first thing I'm going to say is probably going to go against every single instinct you have, and that is stop trying to force your way through. I know. The default thinking is if you hit a wall, you just have to push harder, right? More reps, more weight, more everything. But what if that extra effort is actually the problem? And that's what we can call the progression trap. This is that maddening, soul-crushing place where you're just spinning your wheels, you're doubling down, you're working harder than ever, and you're getting absolutely nothing back. Now, it feels like a personal failure, but I'm here to tell you, it's not. It's a system failure.
And this is a really, really important distinction. A plateau is not a sign that your muscles have failed you. It's a signal that your entire system, we're talking your training, your sleep, your stress, your whole mindset has hit its absolute limit. And the real danger here, if you keep ignoring that signal, you know what happens? Your motivation just rots from the inside out. So if we want to fix the system, we first have to look under the hood and find what's actually broken. We have to identify these hidden saboteurs, these false beliefs that are secretly keeping you stuck in the mud. And you'd be surprised how common they are. Let's unpack these two big ones that trap so many of us. First, this whole idea that more is always better. We're programmed to believe in the grind, but the biological truth, growth doesn't happen when you're working. It happens when you're recovering. Constantly pushing isn't discipline, it's just a one-way ticket to burnout. Then there's that really toxic belief that if you're not seeing results, you're somehow failing as a person. But stagnation isn't a judgment, it's just feedback. It's your body saying, hey, this isn't working anymore. We gotta try something different.
And here's another saboteur that might hit a little too close to home: people-pleasing. Just think about it for a second. Have you ever been in a class and pushed yourself way too hard just to keep up with the person next to you? Or maybe you ignored what your body was telling you just to hit a certain number on a leaderboard. In that moment, you're basically trading your long-term progress for a tiny little hit of short-term validation. You're not training for you anymore, you're performing for them.
You see, ignoring these signals doesn't just put a pause on your physical progress. Oh no. The real danger, the really scary part, is what happens in your head. This is where a simple little plateau can spiral into a total mental breakdown on your fitness journey. It starts with something called a silent collapse. Now on the outside, you're still showing up, you're still going through the motions, but inside, your brain is doing the math. It sees all this effort you're putting in, and it sees the reward column is completely empty. And it just decides, you know what? This deal is terrible. Your mind quietly quits long before you physically stop. And that's why people seem to suddenly fall off the wagon. It was never sudden. The collapse was happening silently for weeks. And that silent collapse leads directly to this: avoidance anxiety. It's that feeling, that little pit of dread in your stomach when you just think about your next workout. Your brain is smart. It's wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And it's learned that going to the gym no longer equals the reward of progress. Instead, every workout feels like a threat, just another reminder that you're stuck and another potential hit to your self-esteem.
Okay, I know that sounds pretty bleak, but here's where we're gonna flip the script. What if we reframe this whole thing? What if a plateau isn't a wall you have to smash through, but a training ground? What if it's a chance to practice emotional regulation? It's really just a test of your ability to handle that frustrating feeling of uncertainty without going back to your old habit of just trying to push harder.
So, if it's a test, how do we pass it? Well, you need a plan, a strategic escape plan. And we've got a 3-part psychological toolkit that's designed not just to get you past the plateau, but to actually make you mentally stronger on the other side.
So here's our roadmap out of this mess. Step 1 is the deload strategy, to just reset your entire system. Step 2 is variable manipulation, to spark some new interest. And step 3, the big one, is the identity anchor, to totally shift your focus. And listen, these are not just physical tweaks. This is a full-on mental reset. Okay, step 1. The deload strategy. This just means you strategically take a week off, or at the very least, seriously back off on the intensity. Now, I know what you're thinking, but this is not quitting. It's a calculated strategic move. It lets your overworked nervous system finally catch its breath. But here's the real magic. It starves that avoidance anxiety. By taking a deliberate break, you break that cycle of dread. So when you come back, you actually want to be there.
Next up, step 2, Variable manipulation. Your brain and your body absolutely love novelty. If you've been doing the exact same workout for months on end, they've adapted, and frankly, they're bored. So by changing just one key thing, the exercises you do, the number of reps, how long you rest, you introduce something new. It wakes everything up and forces your body to adapt all over again. And you know what another word for adaptation is? Progress.
And finally, we have the most important step of all, the identity anchor. This is the ultimate mental shift. It means you stop attaching your idea of success to the outcome, like the number on the scale, which you can't completely control, and instead you anchor it to the input, the things you absolutely can control. Your input is your system. Did you show up? Did you follow the plan? Did you eat the right things?
And when you do that, this identity anchor becomes your new North Star. It totally redefines what a good day or a good week even looks like, and it protects you from that emotional roller coaster of watching the numbers go up and down. I mean, just look at this contrast. The old focus is all about the outcome. Did the number on the scale move? That is a recipe for constant frustration. But the new focus is all about the input. The only question that matters now is, did I show up and follow the system today? If the answer is yes, you won. End of story. Because you're not chasing a number anymore. You're building the identity of a person who is consistent. So I guess that leaves us with one final question to really think about. When you get rid of all the noise and all the pressure, what is this really about? Are you training for a temporary number on a machine? Or are you training to build the discipline, the resilience, and the identity of the person you truly want to become? Because the answer to that question, well, it changes everything.